Hi guys, Sayla here from SM Strategies, and I'm back for Tip Tuesday, continuing on the theme of talking about everything that I learned at Social Media Marketing World 2020. I've gotten so many requests for content on this, and honestly, I can't fit it all in one video, so I'm doing multiple Tip Tuesday videos, so you'll have to follow along if you want to know everything that I learned, which is a lot. Today what we're going to talk about is evergreen content. This is not a new thing. Evergreen content has been around ever since marketing began, but it was brought up in the conference, so I definitely want to make sure that I touch on it. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I have 3 things to talk about around evergreen content, so follow along. The first thing is, what do you say? Like, how do you create evergreen content? And one of the things that we talked about at the conference was, what are 10 questions people regularly ask you about your business? So what are 10 things that you know almost every single customer who walks through your door, every single person who's on your website, what are 10 things they usually ask about you? For me, it's, what does your business do? How is it different than what everybody else does? Do you specialize in anything? Who works with you? Those types of questions. Really think about what those are and write them down. Actually, do it right now. Spend 2 minutes writing down 10 questions that people always ask you about your brand or business. Done? Okay. Those 10 things that you just wrote down are parts of your evergreen content, so you can use that content. So now you might be asking, great, but what do I do with evergreen content? Where does it live? Everywhere. The great thing about evergreen content is it's evergreen, it's everlasting. So you can reuse it all the time. You can repurpose it. You can use it on your blog. You can use it obviously on your website. You can use it in your ads. You can use it in your social media organic posts. You can use it everywhere. That's what's so great about evergreen content, and you really only have to do it once. You can give it to your employees and have them help you with your organic social in this way. Then the third thing with evergreen content is to mix it up with trends. So see what's going on. What hashtags are your demographics using on social media, and how can you sprinkle that in with your evergreen content? Is there a theme you can follow with your evergreen content? Is there a video you can make? Is there, see what's trending? What comes to mind, what was talked about at the conference was TikTok. So how could you put your evergreen content on TikTok and make it evergreen yet trendy? How can you use it in your ads? And how can you use it in your blog in a way that's a little bit more trendy? What topics are people already talking about, and how can you kind of sprinkle in your evergreen content? So evergreen content was talked about a lot at the conference, especially around, again, I emphasized this in my first video, but one of the big themes was people are pushed a lot of content on a daily basis from an ad standpoint and from any sort of marketing standpoint, and they're getting sick of it. People trust brands less, and people are less willing to buy from advertisements they see on Facebook. So use evergreen content and start creating and figuring out what your brand really is, and pushing content that people will actually want to listen to and actually want to read and actually want to engage with you. And do that back with them. I always emphasize that social media is a community. It's not just a place for you to just talk and talk and talk. No one cares. They want to learn something from you. They want to engage with you, and they want you to engage with them too. So that's my tip for today, is work on your evergreen content. It's super easy, and the great thing is once it's done, it can be repurposed in all sorts of ways. Okay, that's it. Happy Tips Tuesday, and we will talk again next week. Don't forget that you have to follow along to hear everything that I'm learning at Social Media Marketing World. Thanks.